Keep that on a 2 a turn. You're doing as much food as you can. You're doing as much food as you... Whoops. Oh no, you've... Maximum of 2. Fine. So where's food going to come from? It's going to come from here, quite frankly. That's going to be... Actually, that's science. That's a crater. Science. Food. That's going to be food. I think that's going to be gold, gold, food. Gold. Because we're going to have... Even if we don't have the adjacencies with the market quarters, we're going to have adjacencies with farmers' districts. And I really need to spend some money on building Carthage up, I think. Never ended up making an improvements post in games together. I don't quite understand what you're asking, Iconic Naga. An improvements post is in what has improved or what should be improved? Because there is an should be improved, and I think my name over there is just Mordred Viking. And it seemed to be well received. I've also got another should be improved for this one. How exactly you'd find them, I don't know. Not anymore. Like the one for Victor is just in the game design forum. Koa Ijen has been discovered. Excellent. That's over on that side. Trade route with Ghana has been blocked. Well, that's no good. I think that was one of my horses. Ah, now this is an island, which would give me a staging ground off their coast. How long bay is in this OpenDev? Yep. We have another Civic available. Don't think I'm particularly interested in any of those. I mean, the hilarious thing is, it would cost me 800, but I could actually try and just influence Avaris and just have this enclave of Byzantium in the midst of the Mycenaeans. Let's just continue sailing around. Is that orange or is that brown? That actually looks like brown. Has Marbazir got down there as well? I mean, he might have. You just continue sailing around. Okay. Population's been gained. We gained rhetoric. Acknowledged. Trade route has been destroyed. Army lost at sea, but that's okay, because you'll be in safety now. I accept your information sharing. We are on the verge of getting an alliance between ourselves now as well. Excellent.
Greetings, Sovereign. Do you too believe that there is no limit to how high humanity might soar?
So Burke is currently a vassal of Gamer Zach. Who is currently feeling a bit aggressive towards us. Okay, so orange is a potential threat, a potential foe at the moment. Now, we have seen the majority of this island, so we could definitely move over there. There is porcelain, which is... okay, porcelain's a bit boring. It's just stability. I think I'd like to stay on the islands for now, because we can just leave warships around. It's the nice thing about islands. They tend to be easy to defend. But at least we're getting a much better look at the world than we usually do. Like, having that little bit of extra emphasis on naval exploration has been pretty nice. So, Sidon, what do you need to do? You've just built the defenses, so I'm going to build that. I'm going to build that. Food on rivers. We do have a river up there. Industry on river, we have that too. And at the moment, I don't think we need the stability. Food is every 2 turns still. We may well want to try and expand the number of farms that we have down there. You go ahead and do industry for now in Utica. Just because I'm trying to get you to build everything up. You can get more food going. In Carthage for the population growth. And Ragius. I still need to connect you to Byblos. I still can't do that. Fine. New wonder can be claimed. We'll just continue exploring over here. That is a very small province. Wow. So I'm thinking at the moment, you know what, I should really just recruit a cavalry scout or something, just so I can get this exploration going a bit faster. That'll happen as of next turn, so Utica can go ahead and buy some of these structures. And then same thing in Carthage, honestly. We'll just throw money at the problems until they are no longer a problem. So Utica can now start building some other structures. And the stone field there definitely wants to get industry, because that's a great industry spot. Now, you're going to want food coming in from here. That's a stone field, so it's going to be industry, but I think actually we're going to go gold. Food. Industry. Just like that for the time being. That should keep you going for a while. And then next turn we'll invest a bit more in Carthage, I think. Ooh, a free boat. Ooh, a free cog. Ooh, hello. Let's go sailing. Although, actually, I think the cogs have, yeah, the same trait as the biremes. Oh no, you're a skilled navigator as opposed to a navigator, so I think you take slightly less. Alright, seriously, who the hell is fighting against Marbazir at the moment? Because you're ruining my trade. And I don't appreciate that.
All those of honest intent may have my ear.
Nobody. Alright, where's my trade going then? Who's interrupting it? Oh, Quill's got pearls. +2 money per traders. Ooh. Ooh. Pressing matters. Oops, I didn't read the thing. What did the thing say? I can't tell. Press freedom. Should the news be controlled by the government? So we can say freedom of speech, which will move us all the way towards liberty. Or we can move slightly towards authority. I don't think we need more civics points because we actually got loads of them, and empire revolutions don't seem to be a thing that actually happens. So my answer to that is going to have to be, I don't care. I have so many more followers than anyone else in this religion. It's really annoying that that's based on Holy Site. And we almost maxed it out. Basing on a limited resource. Which only the person that actually controls the religion can do. It's
This proposition
stupid.
should be in all our best interests.
Sure.
Glorious! Glorious! Let it be so.
We seem to be riding a wave of good cheer.
Good stuff. Alright, so you need to continue sailing down this way. And then we will be in uncharted territories once again, which will be good. And you really need to get back to safety, otherwise you'll start taking damage this turn. Both of you move the same distance. Okay, we have our cavalry force. Unfortunately, they've built cavalry there as well. I think that they're going to take this island before I can even get there. Where would I settle, even if I did get over here? Probably on this. I mean, hell, we can try. And then the cavalry... Hello? There you are. You can basically come herring down to here. And we'll work with you next turn. Should have spent my money. Because there were a couple of things in Carthage I could have purchased. New tenant. Okay. Oh, we do want a library. Likewise in Utica. Okay, Utica's still got a whole bunch of buildings that we're going to need to do some work on. And Hurricanga, likewise.
All those of honest intent may have my ear.
My people might forgive me if I let you go this time. What's done is done. This discussion is over. Go about your business, then.
Okay, so we now have a second alliance. Now with Marbazir. So we're allied to Quill and Marbazir, the northern powers. And Quill's starting to expand outwards a little bit. Oh yeah, can I buy...
Hello. I always look forward to our conversations.
Yes, I can. Except that doesn't appear to be showing up at the moment. Alright, so where else are we active? And the horses are almost here as well, so I think I might send the horses just out to sea. Oh. The Great Blue Hole. All manner of sea creatures stalk the hole's uncharted depths, from sharks to gobies to angelfish. Acknowledged. Ghanaians change how they feel about us. Trade route to Maya's been blocked. What's up? You're now friendly. Okay. And it looks like orange and red are fighting.
Greetings. You have need of me?
Who's winning, I wonder? Oh, this is territory that used to be owned by orange, but purple is currently beating... or red is currently beating them. Land and freedom. The Empire is a vast, glorious land of mountains, grasslands, stretching countless leagues and full of wonders and mysteries. Over many generations, your people have subdued many of its corners, but now you must ask the question, to whom do these lands truly belong? So we can have communal land, which will allow us to create cheaper outposts, or we can merge territories for money instead of influence. I don't think I want either of those. I have much better things to be spending my valuable monies on. We are still a long way away from that. In fact, we're a long way away from any of these, except maybe the buildings. It's probably time for us to do our routine check of food production. Sidon could kind of do with some more food, actually. And let's have you working on the money. You can work in science instead of industry, which we're basically just buying for you. Meanwhile, Utica. Get more food. Let's get you two working on science instead. Carthage is already producing a huge amount of money. Interesting. Yeah, definitely no bonus for adjacency. So it doesn't really matter what we build there. I think instead we're going to start expanding out this way. So we were going to do... Oh, these are still under construction. Okay, never mind. Carry on. Radius can now actually be attached. Is there any reason for me not to do this? Yes, because we don't know how much it's going to cost us to colonize this area.
I must insist you keep this brief. Time is precious.
Okay, then you can continue sailing southwards. As can you. You're going to go this way. And then we have the horsemen. Who's basically just going to go around the headland. Alright, Byblos. The capital wants to get a library, wants to get an aqueduct, because now we're starting to suffer some stability issues. Which rather suggests more than I'm building too many districts that I'm not importing enough goods. That's a crater, which makes me science. Why would that make so much science? That was 13. Oh, because it has an adjacency to the copper. Huh. Well then, that's interesting. So yeah, Biblos is going to start getting some more science. Subra... I mean, quite frankly, in Subra we should be building a whole bunch of other things. So... that was going to be... food. That was going to be food. So was that. And then basically around all of the food structures, we're just going to be putting markets off of the river. And this is where this is the breadbasket of Biblos at the moment, of which we are producing a lot. We really only need to be getting about 50, I think. 60. 60 is fine. And let's put 2 more scientists in, so we can be producing as much science as we can, and as much money as we can. And then we want to be buying, if we can,
noble deeds shall we perform next,
these pearls.
my honored ally?
There we go, now I'm actually buying them. Beautiful. And that's also going to increase our stability and also our per turn income just because of trade routes, and boom. Now we're starting to rake in the cash. Those pearls are really strong because we have a lot of marketplaces. Not marketplace, yeah, market districts. You don't have to have any pearls, do you? I know you have a lot of resources. You do. You've been ransacked. Oh, I wonder if it's because the stuff I'm buying from you, you're buying from someone else, and then that stuff has been destroyed. That's probably what's happened. I will buy your iron. That's going to allow me to get swordsmen. Once built 10 markets in one city. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we start hitting that in Babylos. Babylos is probably one of the best cities I've had. 60 food, 244 industry, 378 money, and 92 science. So far, Middle Ages. Early Middle Ages. We'll definitely be hitting the mercantile, at least level 1. Unfortunately, these scale so badly that level 2 and level 3 are basically impossible to get. We'll definitely get the industry. We'll definitely get science. We'll definitely get aesthete and maybe population. Probably population. Unfortunately, these guys are already almost halfway to early modern. I mean, I don't think they're going to catch us in terms of score. Actually, maybe they will. Second place might. Oh, no, that's because they have 4 stars and I have 0. We're fine. A blossoming of the beliefs. Religious feeling is strong across the Empire, but it is not preventing discord from emerging from amongst the faithful. Great cities are finding themselves under the sway of diverse religious leaders who see each of the standard creed with different eyes. New religious orders are emerging every year, and their influence is growing. What shall we do with these? So we can be fanatical, which gets us more faith, or we can be influence, which gets us tolerance. I'm going to go with the influence. Because we still have 4 civics. And I'm wondering if we do want to pick up some of the religious ones. Procession allows us to spend money to get stability. That does sound like it'll be useful for us in particular. Open-minded lets us get influence on territories. Faith is pointless. Or we can just go with the irreligious, but that doesn't seem very useful to me either. Yeah, you know what? Procession I think is going to be good. Unfortunately that moves us towards communal. So it goes. Then extra influence. Is extra influence going to be useful? I mean, the thing about world is it increases the amount of food we get per alliance, so we're going to have plus 8% food, which is still less than full homeland. We need 3 alliances for that to start paying off. None of those particularly appeal. Populations, meanwhile, continue to rise. Babylos, what is your population limit? Your population limit now is 45. You are fine. It's no problem. Now, the other thing I did want to check was what the final tenet was. Really? The conversion resistance? This is such a bad religion. Well, it's balanced, I guess. Oh, you ended a turn in dangerous waters, did you? This was indeed just a headland. I mean, if we wanted a beachhead against orange, that's basically what that would be. And we can pinch this island. And I'm going to. My island now. Don't know if we want to pinch that. We might want to. Cog still sailing around. See if there's anything else worthy of exploration. Doesn't really look like it so far. Foreign outpost established. Aha! So we can now purchase resources for more cheaply. And we get another city cap. So we're now actually at our cap. As opposed to over it.
We would all benefit from growing closer.
Pleased to accept your proposal, friend.
This bodes very well.
Alright, so Quill and I now have all of the treaties that is possible to have. Garner is now feeling bound, so we are really, really tightly knit. And this is another ship, which we can actually upgrade. 28 attack to 24, so it does do more damage, actually, the quadrireme. Right, because the bireme is a... classical era ship. Quadrireme is... no, an ancient era ship. Or is it? What's the difference? I thought that the bireme was a replacement of the quadrireme. Because yeah, it's classical, which is the same era as Carthage. I guess the Carthaginian ship you just get earlier. That's what it is. So this is still a better warship, but the Carthaginians can explore earlier because of when they get the bireme. I understand now. Alright, we're going to just sail straight out in this direction. One turn. See if we can find any other coastal to jump to. No. So we basically have to go around this way. At the moment. And England has just settled that. So now the question becomes, do I want to take this peninsula or do I want to take that island? Or do we not care? That is also a possible option. How far away are we from sailing without danger? I mean, honestly, it's not until here that we can sail anywhere. It's the Norse that can do it in the Middle Ages. That's what's special about them. And even though we've been Middle Ages for a while, we are still 14, 17, 19 turns away from finishing classical. Oh dear. And that's while producing 350 science. Again, it's not like we've been completely ignoring it.